Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Rome Total War number 2. We're currently of course playing as Pontus, however you want to pronounce it, under the Mithriatic dynasty. As you can see at the moment we got 4 characters in play. There's one character of the other side in play. Not sure where is this particular person at the moment. Anyways, he's the disciple of Zeus. Objectives. In terms of them, we are basically to completely control 2 provinces either by direct or through satrapies and military alliances, which is fine. Forge a defensive or military alliance with the following: Galatia. Alright, Galatia. Trade agreement, non-aggression pact, military access. Military alliance, that is a low probability. Now I am doing trade with them, so that's good. Defensive alliance.
A defensive alliance is an obligation to support another faction only if it suffers an official
Problem with this
declaration
is
of
they
war.
actually are
If a
at
member
war
is
with
attacked,
some of my
its allies will
friends.
be asked to join the war against the aggressor. Such an agreement can
Actually,
be
are
upgraded
they?
to full military alliance.
In actual fact, they seem to be at war with exactly the same parties as we are. So, I think this might actually... Why are you rejecting it? Oh well, we at least tried. Let's have a look. We've got some money to spend, don't we? So let's actually have a look. Can I upgrade any of my provinces? Can I upgrade any of my armies? Sorry, I'm looking at these provinces here. There's nothing to be done here. Newly acquired city. I can't do anything here. Of course, this is basically saying convert. Because at the moment this is... not sure. Is this... No, it's already a decent size, so that's fine. I can of course upgrade these here. Convert them, etc, etc. Anyways, there's 2 other cities in this particular province here. That's this city here. Panticapau and Tanais. Now it looks like they got some decent armies here already in the area. Do I want to do some upgrades on these? Probably. I can actually upgrade both the armor as well as the weapons on those guys. And I can do that for both of these here, it looks like. Is that worth it? I think it might potentially well be. Let's have a look at what else we can do. Can we recruit more? Now, of course, I got an army here that's helping to defend that particular city. I might, in the next turn, potentially get into 2 battles. Now, this one doesn't seem to be in a position where it will be attacked next turn. So if I were to recruit here, I get some of these more basic units. Same goes for this one here, really, but I think it might be worthwhile to expand this slightly. Okay, so we still got 161 left. So if I now look at this one got most experience. Let's upgrade the weapons on there. And that basically pretty much, yeah, use up all of my money now. Let's just run through all the armies, just making sure that all the ones that I still have here are of course in good positions. This one of course here is also in a good position because I can again upgrade this as well, which is great. But one of the things I also want to be able to do here, I want to be able to just double check on what it is that's going on here. Right, nothing else on this list here. Happiness is on the increase in these 2. For some reason in this province it's on the downturn. Is there a reason for that? Let's double check. It says -3. Let's look at the details. Corruption is the biggest issue there. Is it? Cultural difference, taxes, and slaves. Tax is a big contributor to that. We're not really going to go into a very bad situation, but it is dropping compared to where I'd want it to be. So how many characters have we got in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that matches this list here. So all these 5 here are the ones that are in play, which is fine in itself. Not a real problem there. We're researching technology here, so that's again good. Let's just be honest and go on to the next turn. Right, what we should see happening at this point, we should see the movement of various different armies. Ooh, I hadn't really foreseen that. But if you look at the balance here, the actual strength of forces looks to be in our favor. And that's because I've got 2 armies here, it says. So let's auto-resolve this. What stance do I want to basically take? Do I want to basically take a protective stance or a balanced stance? Let's go for the balanced stance. Okay. That should leave me with a fairly decent sized army remaining. As you can see, they've been fairly decently damaged. What's the consequence of this? Now, I've actually captured some enemies. Now, we had deployed well, relatively similar size. Smaller than the enemy, but we basically have less losses. So what are we going to do with these guys? Are we basically going to enslave them? Or are we going to release them? The enemy in areas will look upon you more favorably if you release the captives from their battle. Or enslaved captives leads to sending the captives to the corners of your empire, where they will help drive your economy. Be mindful, however, that too many slaves will affect the public order. Okay, or we could kill them. Let's enslave them for now. We're going to basically keep that city well stocked in terms of units.
Every army, fleet, or agent can reveal information about rival armies, fleets,
Alright,
and
always useful hints and tips she's giving me. Now, an increase in rank of this general here. You're still protected from a secession, but this will expire in secession or civil war, but protection expiring. What? Oh, okay. Riots at the capital. A riot that started in your capital. You suspect it was instigated by one of the other political parties. How do you react? Accuse in public. Accuse the suspected instigators in public. Accuse in private. Or crush the riot. Crush the riot without showing your suspicion about the instigators. Yet to be revealed. Accuse in private. Let's do that. Alright, mission issued. Defenders of Amaresia. Amaresia's seat of the Pontic kings is in danger. The enemy must be stopped before they can attack. Defeat the following army in battle. The 10,000 Seleucid. Alright, that's this particular army here that is to be defeated. It's fine, I'm quite happy with that. This one here has gained a nice trait, which of course I want to basically turn into an army of deer led by a lion is more to be feared than an army of lions led by a deer. What's the difference between authority and zeal? This is strategist, cunning, gravitas. I think I want to do the commander one here. Now, which person is this again? Age 39. What's his name? Ah, that's this one here. Plus 5% armor for all the units. Well, that's well worth it. At least I think so. Alright, so our capital here is... I always thought it was Sinope, but maybe it is not. Maybe I do need to start pulling this army here back. And pulling it towards... I was going to say towards this location here. Have I got military access from these guys here? That's a key consideration for me. Alright, let's talk to them. Galatia, non-aggression pact, military access. Yes, I do have military access, which is great. Cool. So, what that means, I should be able to move that through here. Now, is there a more direct route? There is a route through there, which actually takes me through this province here as well. Now, am I at war with those guys? No, I would say I'm not. But it's got these little what is this? Unicorns? Who owns the city at the moment? Alright, they are a defensive ally, which is fine. It looks to be a different party from... Ah, it's those guys here. That's the thing, isn't it? So these guys here, I have military access. Okay, so I can of course start moving this one back. Why would I send it back there as opposed to here? Alright, that is maybe not exactly what I'd hoped for, but okay, I can live with that for the moment, I think. Alright, what have we got up here, up north? Alright, can I recruit extra units? I can indeed. I can unfortunately not recruit what I had kind of hoped for, which is a bit of a pity, but I can of course get a new army raised here. Now I'm going to have to pay money to basically get a new general here, it looks like. Let's not do that in that location there, let's do that in this location here if I have to. Because it's already closer to that city there. It doesn't let me do it there for some reason. Cannot raise an army. You have insufficient Imperium. And Imperium is... Okay. Alright, let's have a look at all the events. Motivated population. Which the population here, which is great. So this city here is doing great. Maybe what I can do in the meantime, I can actually expand this army a little bit. Alright, that's fine. I can upgrade these two here, I would say. I know it's going to cost me a bit of money, but it's an investment in my own defenses here. These guys I have to deal with at some point. And yeah, I will deal with them in the sense that basically I'm going to let my armies deal with them. Yeah. My armies will deal with them whenever they attack us, really. Now this guy here looks to be a dangerous kind of fellow. But this city is nicely defended, I would say. It's really nicely defended. I should be able to keep this city quite safe. Okay, I'm upgrading here some of those guys here. Household expansion. That's happened down here, which is great. Makes our army even stronger. War has been declared. Pergamon versus Sardes. Okay, that's Pergamon. And Sardes is just south of them. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at what we got here. This guy here, of course, I want to basically move this guy back towards my cities here if I can. I'm going to bypass the cities here.
Posing to contemplate death.
Yes, really. I love the way they say all that stuff. It's great. Alright. Got no money whatsoever.
Ready for battle.
Yep, I got a good army here. This one is also well in place here. Now, what could I do? Let's have a look at our relationships. Is there any new relationship where I can maybe expand this in towards trade?
Greetings, friend. Let us use our time together in wisdom and seek a goal.
Indeed, okay. Alright, that doesn't really help. None of this seemed to be having any real impact on our relationship with them. So we're standing at a -7. Past war with Cappadocia. Military access against Seleucid. Okay. Alright, well let's go to the next turn. Doesn't seem to be much else I can do at this particular point in time. Right, he withdrew his army, so that's a good thing. Okay, there looks to be a confrontation here, and I'm actually gonna go into this battle myself. As you can see, this is comprised of so many different components. I've got some naval components here, and my own, of course. Reinforcements. Hold on. deployed. That's this one here. These are all reinforcements, really? Okay, well let's fight it out on the battlefield then. I thought this would be fought out in the city, but it looks to be the city. Alright, interesting. So it looks like I'm going to get reinforcements from the north here. Alright, these guys. Let's put them into a group together with these guys. Is that a general? It probably is. Without these two here. So let's put these in a little grouping here together. And we're going to basically help them defend the center of town. The center of town is, of course, here. And I want to defend that from the guys assaulting from there. So I should be able to do that relatively easily by putting a grouping there. Then I got slingers, which I'm going to put in group 3. Just behind there. And basically these guys here are a bit randomly placed in there, which is fine. Now the ships themselves, can they make a landfall here? They probably can. Right, it's a pretty decent size navy, I think. Do I want to basically engage them at sea, or do I want to actually take it into... Well, these all seem to be relatively basic units. Young axes. These are mostly javelin type units. So if I position everything correctly, I should be able to fight them off quite nicely. That's archers. Let's take this unit here and put them here. Other than that, I would say, yeah, let's get started here. Start the battle, I guess. Alright, let's do this in this fashion here. Every time in a group of 2. Alright, let's get into the city here as quickly as I can. Alright, I've got some pikemen here as well, which I can of course use to cut off this section here. Right, these guys are coming in already as quickly as they can.
An entire unit has perished.
Really?
Our missiles await your orders. Support ships ready. Our order.
Well, maybe I should make landfall then,
At your command.
and rather quickly.
Ships. Support ships at your command.
An entire unit has perished.
Ships ready. Order. Our missiles await your orders. Your orders, my lord. Support ships ready.
An entire unit has
Alright,
perished.
that's not going well, is it?
Our aim is through.
Our general is under attack.
Right.
Slingers!
Gosh, let's have a look.
We will darken the skies. Archers! At the double.
An entire unit unit has perished.
That's not going well. I should have just made landfall with them straight away.
Heavy pikemen! Heavy pikemen! We await
An entire unit has perished.
double time!
Right, these here are the proper ones I want to be dealing with. Right, these guys here. These here, really. These are going to turn into number 5. That is number 6. Oops, 6. 5.
We await your orders! Javelin men! Ready!
Right, that doesn't really go entirely into plan, but
Our men flee the
Alright.
field of battle. This is a shameful display.
really? Where are we fleeing the field of battle?
Ready to march! Operatives! Spear infantry ready! Operatives ready! Waiting!
An entire unit has perished.
Operative phalanx! Advance! Ready for orders? Attack double! Spears ready! Double time! Operatives! Order! Provide your target! Awaiting order! Operatives ready! At speed!
Alright, let's get all these in position.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Let's get this dealt with here as well.
Yours to command. Engage! Operatives ready! Yes, Commander! As you command! Quick march! Javelin men! Find your targets! Kill the skies! Are you waiting? Advance! Missiles! Find your targets!
Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Ready for
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Where's that happening? Okay, here. Really?
Javelin men! Fire! Operatives! Our orders! Find your target! What are you waiting? Spear infantry at your command!
Our men flee the field of battle.
Here, really?
This is a shameful
Oh, okay.
display.
By your command! Operatives ready! As you command! Spear infantry ready!
Let's form up properly.
Amen!
Where's my general?
We are at your command! Javelin men! Fire! Amen! Ready!
An entire unit has perished.
Pikemen! Form!
Let's form with the nice phalanxes.
Attack their position! Operatives ready! Break the line!
Right, let's see. What can we do to basically take these down quickly?
Ready for orders!
Alright.
Spearmen at the ready! Javelin men! On! Are you waiting? Ah, glory! Advance! Ah, glory!
Alright.
Spear infantry at your command! Engage! Complicates!
We're doing better than originally anticipated, which is good.
Understood! Advance!
So we're basically look to be turning the tide here somewhat.
Fire on the enemy! Complicates!
Nice. Now let's go after the others.
Missile! Fire! Dazzling men! Loose! We await your orders!
Alright, how are we doing here?
Dazzling men! Fire! Loose! Commander! Engage!
Alright, let's try to engage them from multiple different angles.
At the ready! Take man! Advance! Order!
Which one should we be firing on? That's the question.
Provide your target!
Alright, good. We're doing well here as
One of our
well.
units has used all its ammunition.
Infantry ready!
Now, which of my units has used all of its ammunition? This one here. Get out of skirmish mode and just engage them then. Alright, these guys are still doing okay, I would think.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Really, where?
This is a shameful display.
Really? Okay, that was one of the original units. Right, we are doing pretty okay, I would say.
We will darken the skies. We are at your command. Provide your target. Complicates. Attack!
Alright, let's set that proper formation again.
Javelin men! And the double! Charge! Orders! As you command!
Alright, let's take on different formations here.
Complicates ready! Yes, Commander!
Right, we're not really having much luck here in terms of motion, it looks like.
Awaiting orders! My lord! Look fire! Javelin men! Fire! As you command!
Do you want to keep that skirmish on? I'm not sure.
Complicates!
Either way, let's make sure we can take this on. Both of them are relatively weakened.
Ready for orders? Complicates ready! As you command! By your command!
Alright, let's see what we can do to basically create a bit of a pincer situation here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Order!
Archers, alright. Skirmish mode?
We understand! Missiles!
Are we still using them for anything?
Complicates! Aha! Glory! Spear infantry ready! Yes, Commander! Form phalanx now! Engage! Complicates ready! Orders understood!
Alright.
Swordsman!
Gosh.
Javelin men!
Alright, let's move these up.
Fire on the enemy! Baboons!
God, so I'd hope that basically that did it going a bit quicker, but still got 70 there.
At the ready!
Both of these are able to just properly coordinate. What do we got here? Heavy archers. Okay.
At the ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, we're gonna go into melee range with these guys here.
Spear infantry at your
We
command.
serve the king! At the double!
Alright.
All quick march!
Hoplites ready.
Javelin men!
Hoplites. As you command. Yes, commander.
My lord! Advance at men!
Yours to command.
Alright, what we're gonna do with these guys here,
Hoplites.
form the proper
Form phalanx.
phalanx. I rather had hoped to be able to use these here to break the tide here.
Javelin men! Define your targets! Baboos!
Right, this is not entirely going as expected, but it's partly to do with, of course, the fact that we got some extra units that were engaging us now here. These guys are heavily
Our men
armored.
flee the field of battle!
Really?
This is a
Okay.
shameful display.
Alright, let's all concentrate upon these units here. We seem to be winning this section here. And if I'm not mistaken, we are able to
Hoplites ready.
drive all of this.
Hoplites.
There we go. Now we should be able to take on these guys. Because these guys, of course, are not really melee units. They're more archers. That's of course, yeah, they've got weapons and everything. But not to the same degree as, of course, proper melee units do.
Ready. Ready and waiting.
Right, the center stage here. It's been pretty much a massacre here, it looks like, but
Through! As you say! Our men flee the field of battle! This is a shameful display.
okay.
By your command. Glory.
I would say we're winning.
Archer. Advance at speed.
We await your orders.
Alright, what have we got here?
Your orders. Engage.
Amigos! Kill the skies!
Alright,
Men ready for orders. Attack. Orders. Up at the double. Hoplites.
alright.
Forward.
Is there more to be killed, more to be done here? I don't really think so. I think the last, pretty much last little bit that we're dealing with here is these heavy archers here. And of course we can basically use as many of our units here to... Whew. Let's continue running down those rooted units. Because yeah, the more of them I actually can kill at this stage, of course the less I will have to deal with later on.
We are at your command.
My seals! Javelin men! Find your targets!
Right.
Darken the sky.
Javelin men!
Hoplites ready.
And like I said just a minute ago, the more we can take down now, the less there will be later on to fight us again in the future. And if I can actually obliterate individual units, that's even better. Shattered enemy losses, or sorry, army losses I should say. They're routed, they're exhausted. This one here is, yeah, it's confident, exhausted, moving fast, routed.
Javelin men!
Again, they're losing units, or individual men from the unit, I should say. Look at that one. He just fell over there.
Man of Pontus.
Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, they're gonna get away, it looks like. They're able to move faster than we are.
Hoplites.
They're moving fast, our units here, but not as fast as the enemies. Not a big problem, really. Just something to be aware of. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to basically Quit the battle. You're victorious, but at what cost? How many have paid the ultimate price? Well, let's end the battle and look at that cost. You basically lost almost 2,600 I should say. They lost 1,800.
Your army has suffered casualties and requires fresh recruits to replenish troop numbers. If an army is in a friendly province and not undertaking a forced march, unit replenishment will occur automatically. The rate of replenishment is enhanced when an army is mustering. The closer an army is to a province containing fresh recruits, the faster the rate of replenishment will be. If no replenishment occurs, it may be...
Alright, that's good to be aware of. Now what are we going to do with the captives? We're able to capture about 200 men. Let's enslave them for now. Yeah. At least we can put them to good use to basically support our economy. Alright, we were able to push back those enemy units. Now they will, of course, take a bit of time to replenish. This diligent man has a wealth of experience and continues to hone his abilities. Alright. The people have renounced their lives of selfish pleasure and returned to the loving arms of their gods. Which of course is good. Good omens. +4 public order. That's always good to see. Fleet destroyed. Your fleet was destroyed by enemy force. All were lost. Okay. Really? What do we got here then?
By sea or by mountain, sire?
That's only the admiral. The admiral by himself. I'm gonna pull him back. Yeah, we can actually do something here in terms of what he is able to do. We're gonna basically give him some zeal, give some extra gravitas, but yeah, we're gonna basically pull him back towards our own territory here, really. Right, quartermaster report. That looks good, and a trade gained here. Hold up in your city. Your general is suspicious of other cultures. Really? Is that really the case? Well, this one at least here is keeping the peace, which of course is also important. Alright, now we're currently not at war with the Armenians, which I'm quite happy with, unless... Am I at war with them? Let's have a look. Now, Armenia looks to be relatively neutral, but yeah, it's becoming worse, the relationship. Seleucid, okay, we are fully aligned with all the other parties here, or allied I should maybe say, as opposed to aligned. Now all of that white territory is ours.
I greet you in my master's feared name. Speak in honesty, and you will be answered likewise.
What could I add? Could I add an offering? Payments. Offer payment. Alright, let's not do anything here at the moment. Again, I'm just going to go through all the key events, all they've already been done. Let's look at where the spy is at the moment. So he's still moving through here, which is fine. Now our army here needs to of course replenish, as you can see. But we're able to recruit additional units here. Which I will actually do. I will actually add some extra hoplites.
Our lord needs good fighters.
I think that will do for the moment. That pretty much uses up all of my resources as such. Right, that one's moving through here as well. This one's going to stay holed up here for just another moment. We're at war with these guys here. Saidi is over there. It's in the hands of our allies here, the Galathians. Well, they're not allies as yet, as such, but we got pretty friendly relations with them.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us. Come, speak so that the spirits can hear your words.
Alright, that's a pity.
You speak as well as a bard, but I must be unswayed by all except the interest of my people.
Alright. Armenians, they're not too happy. For the rest, I can't make any trade deals at the moment. I wish I could do. We do have a trade deal with these guys here still, which is bit surprising, but yeah, okay, I can live with that. Alright, guys, I think it's a good time for us to call it a day, because it's been a relatively lengthy episode already. So we're going to basically save this away as, of course, a YouTube episode. And of course, I've got my caps lock on. YouTube! Perfect. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Nice bit of fighting. And actually, even though the odds were against us, we were able to turn the tide. Guys, look forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime, take care.